Hi, welcome to CBug's Records, new arrivals for the week of August 13th. I'm Bug. This is my record store in East Windsor, Connecticut. Please like, please subscribe. We're doing something a little different. DVDs instead of records. And they're not even new arrivals DVDs. I just had a lot of cool DVDs, so thought I'd bring them to the front. The real reason I don't have records this week is because I was in Dallas, and my plan was to go to a record store I like there and stock up on the last day. But before that, my son and I played golf in 100-degree heat. And when we were done, we could barely walk. Barely made the drive back to the hotel. There's no way we were stopping anywhere. Yeah, it was bad, but it was fun. But didn't get any new records, so we're going with DVDs. But I thought this would be fun. Okay, so we will start with Billy Joel live at Yankee Stadium. This is $10. This is not really like a greatest hits concert. These are mostly later things. There's, some that, you don't get on this one. But it's pretty good. Stevie Ray Vaughan live in Austin, Texas, also $10. Great one there. I have a lot of U2. This is live under the Brooklyn Bridge, $10. Here's another one from Foxborough. This is Korn live on the Other Side. Again, $10. Okay, this is one of my favorites. This is Kiss Symphony. This was in either the late 90s or early 2000s. They did a concert with an entire symphony. I'm trying to see who it is, but I don't. And they do all the orchestra is in Kiss makeup. It's really good. It's just so different and so much fun, and not even all the songs you expect. I mean, they even do like Shandy or something like that, or what's that one from Destroyer? Great Expectations. Not the best song, but when you did a whole chorus there, it's just a really fun one. I don't have a price on it right now. I think it's $20. Okay. The Police Synchronicity Concert, $10. So this has to be 1984. Could be 83. But, that tour, pretty much all of Synchronicity is on this. Might be everything. And some other good stuff. So, really good. You get that real kind of colorful Police. Okay, this is one of my absolute favorites, and I don't have a nice cover for it, but this is Roger Waters' the In the Flesh tour. Now, I saw this tour, not this concert, but I saw this tour in that place in Wallingford that's kind of small. It holds like 2,700 people. It was probably the most personal concert I've ever seen. And you don't really think that when you think Roger Waters or Pink Floyd. The one thing, this is a silly little thing, but I always remember, is he did a song off of Amused to Death, and after the song he said, "That's the best we've ever played this song." That never crossed my mind. I just always figured every song is always perfect that a band does. But just to hear that, I thought was really, really interesting. I absolutely love this concert. It has everything you want. Pink Floyd songs, Roger Waters songs. I can't think of any big Pink Floyd song they don't have, but really love this one. And it's only $10. You'll probably see a pattern in the price for most of them. This is Aerosmith, You Gotta Move, $10. Springsteen and the E Street Band live in New York City. Now this is 2 discs, I believe, yeah. And this is one of the best concerts ever. They do just incredible 10th Avenue Freeze Out. About a 10-minute version where he introduces the band, but with Springsteen, even introducing the band is interesting. There's a whole story behind it. It's just great. Also has 41 Shots, which is, if you don't know, that's a song he wrote about, I'm forgetting the names, but a black kid who was shot 41 times when he reached for his wallet. And, you know, so it's 41 Shots, subtitled American Skin. Great, great song. There's just so much on this album. Okay, Crossroads, Clapton. There's a few of these. They're all great. Lot of guest stars. You know, all blues or bluesy stuff, but just really, really good. Okay, Soundstage presents Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers live in concert. You really can't go wrong with a Tom Petty concert, but this one, I think it's especially good. Again, it's a tiny, tiny little thing that just made a difference to me. But when I was watching this, he played a song, everybody claps. He says, "Thank you." Some lady in one of the front rows says, "No, thank you." And he looks at her and says, "You're welcome." It's just a nice little moment. It's one of those things that makes it personal. I mean, and those little things really make a concert. So, I love that one too. This is Levon Helm Band with Little Sammy Davis, who is not Sammy Davis Jr. But this, I really like this one too. It's either in a very small club or like in somebody's home with just a group of people clapping after each song. But very bluesy, and a couple female background singers, which really makes it nice. You got some horns. I'm a big fan of this one. Again, $10. Also $10. The Space Within Us, Paul McCartney. And he does do Beatles songs. At first, when he went solo or with Wings, he wouldn't do Beatles songs. But since then, probably about half the songs are Beatles songs. $10 for that. Okay, this is probably the biggest one. This is $40. I absolutely love this DVD. It actually came down over the last few years. It used to be $90. I've actually sold this for $90, but it's $40. It's 4 discs of Live Aid. You don't get everything in Live Aid, but you get a lot of it. You don't get Zeppelin, because I think Zeppelin hated their performance with Phil Collins on drums. I think that kind of messed them up, and it's not great, but I didn't think it was too bad or anything. But it's 8 hours of Live Aid, and I'm just a huge, huge Live Aid fan. Okay, B.B. King live in Africa, $10. Okay, this is good. Stop Making Sense. Again, this one's up there. Talking Heads. It says one of the greatest rock movies ever made, and there's something, I can't really pinpoint it. Something just so different about this. You got to see this one. So this one's up there. That's $38. We have Jeff Beck performing this week, $10, live at Ronnie Scott's. Now this is a pretty well-known concert. Someone told me, I didn't even know this, but Paul McCartney is actually in the audience. And I think somewhere on this video you can see him, but they don't make a big deal about him. And I remember the first time seeing this. I was a lot younger, probably on PBS or something. But the bassist he has is this girl who, at the time, looks like she's 15. It's just really kind of incredible. So $10 for that. Okay, we got the stones. We got a few different stones. This is the only one I'm highlighting in this. 22 bucks, 4 discs. And the good thing about this is each disc is very different. It's not the same concert over and over. There's a stadium, there's, you know, a regular coliseum, whatever you want to call it, and there's a club, and there's one other, I don't know what it is. But it's interesting to see how they perform differently in each venue. So 22 bucks, 4 discs. Guns N' Roses, Use Your Illusion 2 World Tour live in Tokyo, 10 bucks. Slayer, with Lamb of God, Mastodon, and a couple others I can't read. The Unholy Alliance, $15. Okay, this is Imagine, John Lennon. This is a documentary that came out in the late 80s. It's very good. I mean, this wasn't like some made for TV or something. This went to the theaters. I remember seeing it in the theater, and it's really good. You got a lot of insight. I think my favorite moment is when he's talking to a fan, and you can tell this guy is really kind of down and out. And he came to see John Lennon in his home and somehow got in the yard or something. And Lennon went to talk to him. And the guy's like, you know, your music means so much to me. I mean, boy, you're going to carry that weight a long time. And John said, yeah, that's Paul McCartney. Okay, but it was just so nice. 10 bucks for that. Okay, Black Label Society will be 10 bucks. Scullage. I don't know a lot about that one. This one I thought was interesting. And again, 10 bucks. Tommy James and the Shondells. Tommy James has so many hits. It's like, you don't usually hear about, you know, somebody says, what's your favorite band? The answer is usually not Tommy James, but geez, so many hits. So, you know, something like this, you get everything. It's just fun to watch it. All right, this one's kind of cool. This is Bruce Springsteen, We Shall Overcome, the Seeger Sessions. Now, this came out, when did it come out? 2000s? And he just does, they're not all Pete Seeger songs, but they're songs he would do or has done. But he does some of his own stuff too, but with that, you know, a kind of very, very different band. So it's a very different sound, but just fun and different. 10 bucks for that. This is Rolling Stones, Shine a Light. Again, this is a documentary with a concert. Martin Scorsese, very interesting, 10 bucks. Another Paul McCartney, Memory Almost Full, 10 bucks. We got Stained Unplugged, which is very interesting, for 12 bucks. And finally, I have a few different ones of these. Iron Maiden, and I cannot keep anything Iron Maiden, but I do have some DVDs. So this is Flight 666 for $18. So, I mean, I really do think some of this is kind of overlooked. So, I don't know, it's nice to have the opportunity to do this. We'll have a lot more records next week, I promise. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in here.